Hello, in this video we are going to see two examples of how we can use trigonometric ratios and the help of our calculator to find angles. We are going to begin with this right angle triangle I sketched over here where we have one angle theta which we want to find, and then we have the hypotenuse is 8 centimeters and one of the legs is 5 centimeters. And notice that the leg that is 5 centimeters is actually opposite to theta. So we are in the situation where we want to find a trigonometric ratio that relates the angle theta, the side opposite to it, and the hypotenuse. And that is, if you are checking your definitions for the trigonometric ratios, this is the sine of theta is equal to the length of the side opposite to theta divided by the length of the hypotenuse. In this case, this means that the sine of theta is equal to 5 over 8. What are we trying to find? We are trying to find theta. So we want to find an angle that when we apply the sine, the result is 5 divided by 8. We do not know how to find this, but luckily our calculator does. The angle theta can be found using the calculator if we use that function that we introduced, that is the sine with a minus 1 on top, so the inverse of the sine applied to 5 divided by 8. So pause this video and ask, dear calculator, can you please help me find an angle that has sine of 5 divided by 8? And your calculator is going to tell you that approximate to 3 significant figures, this angle is going to be 38.7 degrees. Let's do one more example. We want to find the angle alpha in this case, and the information we have about the right angle triangle is that the side next to alpha is 9 meters and the hypotenuse is 15 meters. So I'm going to write over here this 9 meters is the side, I'll write here adjacent to alpha, and 15 is the hypotenuse. So we have to identify which trigonometric ratio, sine, cosine, or tangent, relates an angle, the side adjacent to it, and the hypotenuse. And if you check your list of definitions, you will see that this is the cosine. Cosine of the angle alpha is going to be 9 divided by 15. So the side adjacent to alpha divided by the hypotenuse. So we're trying to find an angle such that when we apply cosine, the result is 9 over 15. And we do not know how to find this, but luckily we can ask, dear calculator, can you please help me? And the calculator can do this for us. We can find that alpha is the angle we obtain when we do the cosine, this little minus 1 on top, so the inverse of the cosine function of 9 over 15, which by the way we could simplify if you want. So go ahead, ask your calculator, I'll wait for you. And your calculator should tell you that this angle is 53.1 degrees.